Hello and welcome to the second episode of the S Word podcast. I'm Beth.
I'm Lizzie.
I'm Charlotte.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Hattie.
Woohoo!
Hello.
Baby.
Woo!
We made it to the second
Yes,
week.
guys. So today our topic is we're going to be discussing how to balance uni life with everything else, from relationships to maybe having a job on the side, friendships, workload, etc.
This is going to be I feel like this is going to be a really interesting one because I feel like we'll all have so many stories about like part-time jobs and like how we're all managing to balance stuff, and I bet we all have different ways with coping and like obviously
not coping.
or not coping at all.
Definitely not coping.
So I don't know where anyone wants to start. How about workload maybe for third year?
Yeah.
How's everyone feeling about the workload?
I'm just going to start and say I don't know about anyone else, but I think the difference between second year and third year is literally unbelievable. Like the work is like so much harder and there's so much more of it. And I feel like it's a lot more intense. Like there was a difference between first and second year, and I feel like people warned you about that, but for second and third year, I thought it was just going to be the same pretty much. And obviously you do dissertation, but I think just like in your modules, that's harder as well.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
I literally was just sat in a lecture now and I was trying to write an essay while I was in the lecture, and I was like, shit, this is actually a really hard essay.
Yeah.
Like, this is really fucking hard to write. And like, I haven't really, obviously I've had that before, but last year, like, I'd be like, I just can't be asked to write this essay. But this is actually, like, I'm fucking struggling just to write an essay.
I feel like a lot of my lecturers also put pressure that it's third year all the time, and then you also have all these career talks and stuff thrown in the mix, and I literally avoid them. Like I actually physically can't go to them because they make me feel like really anxious and stress me out a lot. I just avoid them. Like I had some today, but I was like, fuck no.
I didn't
don't
go to my
go.
last tutorial because it was about what are you going to do after uni? I was like, well, there's no point me going because I have no idea.
And then I actually went to that tutorial and the teacher was like, everyone put your hand up if you're like doing this after uni. No one put their hand up. Like, no one knew what they were doing. So that was actually quite
nice. Can I ask, does anyone actually know what they're doing after uni?
Nah.
Nope.
No. I thought you were going to say something so interesting.
No, I thought you were going to be like, I have this great plan.
No, I have ideas, but I have not got like a set in stone plan because I think that will make me even more depressed than I currently am if I have a goal. I feel like
you don't get
having
to
a goal it will stress me out a lot because if I'm not there by the time I want to, then it will make me feel worse.
And it's still far away. Like things can change, things can happen. Like there's no pressure right now to.
Something really cool could come up, like when we all finish, like some really like a job right up one of our streets could come up.
And I feel like I literally just want to take a fucking break.
Literally just
like
have a
I
nap.
just literally want to work in a shitty job until I'm bored of it because it's just been constant. Like every year since I was like 13 I've had exams. Like that's ridiculous. That's 7 years. Fuck.
Literally
8 years by the time I leave uni that I would have been sitting in exams every single year. I just want to chill out, man. And then
break.
Charlotte, do you think you'll use like, because obviously you've got your YouTube platform and then like social media, do you think you'll go straight into a job after uni, or you'll kind of do social media for a bit?
Well, me and Megan, fun fact, we both work at the same place at home as well. So we literally don't get enough of each other, to be honest. We work at like a catering place, and we both said the other day, like we literally had this conversation saying, let's just go back and work there until our brains become numb from it and then find a job that we want to do.
that's what I'm craving.
So we're just going to go there and just have a relax our brains and just make them numb from shitty work. Sorry, I'm just playing with your water bottle here.
I'm going to do the same, I think.
But with social media, it just depends, I guess, what comes my way. Like if anything comes my way, then I will probably take it whilst it's here, and then I always have my degree to fall back on, because I know a lot of people who go into YouTube go straight from school and then have no qualifications, whereas I'm glad that I've come straight, got my degree, so then I can pursue a bit of social media for a couple of years until it becomes too saturated or something, and then go into my policing
You have your degree
stuff.
to fall back on as well. So
you can do both as well.
Oh God. How about you guys?
I have no plan. Going travelling, that's my only plan. That's literally all I have.
Interesting.
That's all I've got.
I am not independent nor spontaneous enough to go travelling, shall we say. So I've also decided when I leave uni, I'm just going to get a job, I'm going to make some money, and then I'm going to see what I want to do afterwards, because I don't feel any pressure to use my specific degree for anything that I want to do. So yeah,
I'm looking forward to that, like being able to have a job and come home and not think about it at all, like just being at home. Like, I feel like we haven't had that as well in years because of school. Like, you come home but you've still got stuff to do.
I think especially, I don't know, do any of you have jobs on the weekend?
No, uni.
Not one for uni.
But so me and Lizzie, we both like, so we do uni like Monday to Friday, and then we have work Saturday, Sunday. So it's literally like you never get a break.
I can imagine.
Like, I'm just gonna move this me personally, I work at a chain of jewellers that rhymes with Schwarren Weems. And for me, going to work's a little bit of an escape from uni because I've got mates at work and I actually quite like going to work, having a laugh, not thinking about uni. And I'm still making money as well. I go to work and I don't feel like I'm actually working. It's weird. Like,
that's good.
I quite like it. I don't feel like when I'm at work, Like, getting up in the morning, I want to literally cry my eyes out. It's just one of those things where if I've gone out the night before, I'll probably be hanging at work anyway, and I'll be drunk most of the day. So does it really matter? Really? I don't know.
That's how I feel about my job. Like, it's like I just miss it at the moment because I'm like, I just want to be doing fuck all and then going home and like
I can't think about anything else in my job rather than what I'm doing.
So it's quite nice.
And I just have a laugh
because we all get along really well. Well, most of us get along really well.
A bit too well.
Fuck's sake. But yeah, we're all like a similar age, so we can just talk about like shit. And it's not like a really intense environment. It's just quite nice.
Yeah, and I work with my cousin. So.
I'm gonna sneeze.
I really low key want to know what you're talking about.
Hang on, everyone.
But so balancing. So I don't have a job at uni, but I was applying for them like beginning of this semester because my uni timetable was really weird this year. I have like 3 days off in the week, so I feel like really lost in the week. Like this week especially, I felt so weird. Like. Just like, what the fuck am I doing? Because I keep swearing today, but like I just keep,
I was
like,
gonna say I'm gonna have to put an explicit label on this.
because I just wake up and I don't want to get out of bed because I haven't got anything to get out of bed for, kind of thing. Like if I've not, like today I got out of bed because I had a lecture, but if I haven't got a lecture, I'm just gonna keep snoozing my alarm until I'm not tired anymore.
And that is horrible.
And then I get out of bed at like 11 and I'm like, for fuck's sake, I've just slept until 11.
I know people think like when you don't have a day at uni, you have a day off, it's really good, but then in a way it's actually not, because you don't do anything and then you feel guilt.
It gets to the end of the day and you just feel like rubbish, and like that's what I felt Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Like I just felt like rubbish. I do like structure, and that's why I was like applying for jobs because I was like, I can fill those days and it will make me do work around those days, but the jobs just weren't working out. But so I get what you mean with having a job that like it's kind of a nice thing.
It is like a really
nice thing.
I'm going to be working when I go home for Christmas, and I'm quite looking forward to that, just because obviously I'll have so much work to do over Christmas. It'll be sort of an escape.
I was going to say, I know some people actually don't have a choice but to work whilst they're at uni because of everyone's different financial situations. So I do feel lucky in the sense that I don't physically have to work, but I guess I do still do part-time stuff with YouTube and things. But that's sort of like a lot different to me, like scrubbing the floors in like a random restaurant or something. Do you know what I mean? It's a different type of job. Like it's not labouring.
That's true.
And like it's not like I'm doing well financially without a job. Like, I'm really struggling. Like having a job would help me a little. Like I don't
have the time.
I could really do with a job. I'm not just like,
we've got our whole lives to work.
That's so true. I think in terms of like balancing uni life and maybe having a part-time job, I think it is just managing your time, and I think like writing like a list of what you need to do in the day, or like times of when you need to be doing things. I think that helps.
Setting small goals.
Just keeping yourself organised and staying on top of your work. So I think if you don't have like a plan of how you're going to do your work, that is how you become stressed out and you leave it all to like pile up.
And even like just, it doesn't have to be like, okay, I'm going to wake up and then I'm going to brush my teeth, wash my hair, clean the floor. Like, you don't have to go into so much detail. Like, just
sometimes I need that. Like, some days I actually need that to fit everything in.
Like some people are different, but like if I do that, I'm just like, if I don't do the things at the right time, it just messes up everything. So I don't see the point in me doing that.
No.
But I'll be like, in my head or in my diary, I've got like 1 week where I know, like for example, this week I've set a goal of having the introduction of my essay done by Sunday. That's like my goal for one of my modules.
And that's good.
And then like by next week I want to have half the essay done, blah 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 blah, rather than properly detailing stuff, because then if I've got a day where I'm not feeling good, I'm not going to feel too guilty for not getting stuff done.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's a good way to look at it. For like me, I have to write everything and like have this a structure, but I guess everyone's like different, like that works well for you. And I'm just so busy like all the time that I have to like schedule in. I have to do a part of my chemistry report today, and I have to do a whole section, otherwise I literally won't have it done on time. So I just have to like squeeze it in. But I have been trying to like force myself in third year, I've noticed, to put less stuff per day, because I used to like overwork and like put so much stuff on my to-do list, and then even if I do like 6 things off it and I'd still have like 2 left, I would still feel guilty, and it's just not.
I guess you get a sense of like accomplishment as well when you tick something off your list and it's like, you've done it.
Yeah, that's what I used to do, is just put too much stuff. Even if it was just like read this, do this, and it's like lots of little things, but if I didn't get one thing done, I'd be like,
even sometimes I'll just set like even one goal, like read this article, and then I'll find that I've done more than that, and it'll feel really good.
I feel like I'm not the worst uni student ever, but I'm the worst uni student ever because I don't make lists, I don't do my work when I should, I leave everything till last minute. I still get it done, and usually I do okay.
You might like a little bit of time pressure. I think that's a good thing.
I think time pressure's good for me.
I defo need time pressure.
Like, you've got 3 days to do this, go, and then it's like.
I was literally talking about this just now in the lecture with one of my friends. I was saying how I should, since the beginning of the semester, I've been meaning to like go to the library and get like help with stats, because like that's what my dissertation supervisor suggested, and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea, because I'm not doing any stats this year and I need it for my dissertation. But I'm like just leaving it until I absolutely need to know stats, which is going to be after Christmas when I've got my data. Like that, I said to my friend, I was like, that's when I'm going to be doing it, is when it will stress me out, but I'll do it.
At least
time pressure gives me motivation to get up, because it's like, I have to do this now.
You haven't got a choice if you've got a time pressure, because
you have to do it.
I don't know what it is, it's just you have to do it, you haven't got a choice, like, so you get it done. And then when you do, although when I'm doing it I'm getting like a headache and like I feel sick and I just want to get it done, but
it's probably not the best way of doing things.
Mental health, guys, is really important.
Self-care.
What did I say? That's like, because all my deadlines this year, bar one, are after Christmas. So like I'm like, I don't feel pressure like that, but I've got pressure on myself because I know I want to get them done before Christmas, because I want to try and enjoy Christmas if I can.
To the best of my ability.
My problem is I'll enjoy Christmas too much.
That's so true.
And I will still have stuff to do, but I'll be on the mince pies, I'll be drinking a lot of wine, and I'll just be having a great time and not thinking about it. But I think that's my way of coping with things. I forget about them as much as possible.
I used to be like that.
Opposite. Like, that's crazy. Like, mine's the other end of the spectrum. Like on Christmas Eve, I'll be like, oh my god, I need to revise for my exam. Like,
I feel like for me in first year, I was the same as you, could not switch off, and then as it's kind of progressed, and now I'm in my third year, I'm literally so relaxed with uni.
It's because I'm a bad influence.
No, I swear, before I lived with Lizzie, I was so stressed out. I'd be like, I have to like attend this, or my attendance will be so bad. Now I'm sat here, my attendance is like 40%.
I'm like, Beth, stay in bed.
Stay in bed.
Me and Lizzie have literally got a deadline tomorrow, 2,000 word essays, and here we are, so recording a podcast.
I'm literally the opposite. I used to, like, Christmas in first year and second year, I didn't do any work, and I was like, I had exams after Christmas, and I was just like, oh, fuck it, I don't care, like, and I just completely forgot about uni. But this year I can tell it's not going to be the case.
I am the queen of winging it. I just am.
To be fair, same. I've winged my whole degree so far.
I wing life. I wing life.
I absolutely feel like I'm winging it. That's a good thing to say, because I think people think
you should know what
you have it sorted.
You don't need a plan necessarily.
I don't know what I'm fucking
think that
doing.
should be the title of this podcast, winging it.
Yeah, we're winging it, so true. We're all just here getting on with it.
I feel like most people are. I feel like only the small minority are actually
who know exactly
trying their hardest.
And even those people, like, deep down, actually don't know what they're doing.
They just like make out that they do, and deep down they'll be the same as us.
Exactly.
Everyone's the same.
I think you just gotta just talk to people, I think, because as soon as you talk to people, you realise they're all feeling the same as you.
I was going to say, if anyone's listening to this worrying about all the things they've got to do,
Stick on this
don't
podcast,
panic, and just try and rationalise it, because that's what I always do. Because yesterday I almost had a breakdown and like started crying, and then I was like, no, seriously, I'm gonna end up doing this at some point, and I'm gonna get it done on time. So what is literally the point of me crying about it?
Yeah, like I literally wake up and like today the first thing I thought of was this essay I've got to write, and I was just like, Christ, like just calm the fuck down.
Oh my Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't worry.
Don't worry about it too much. What are they going to do? Kick you out? No, probably not.
They want you money.
So true. Anna.
I've started just having weekends off, like not doing any work.
Yeah, I have all week off, to be
which
fair.
sounds like sounds so like normal when I say it out loud, but normally it's like in the week I'll be like, oh, I've got the whole weekend, I can do this. But now it's like the weekends are no work. I'm not going to do it.
I don't know if you guys find this, but like when I used to stay at uni in first year over the weekend, I found it was so lonely and so boring. Do any of you like feel
I think
that?
it's weird because it doesn't feel much different to the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because it doesn't. I don't feel like, because especially in third year I'm barely in uni, so like a Saturday doesn't feel much different to a Wednesday.
Yeah,
and that's what's quite depressing. Like,
I feel like in our first and second year, because we've been friends the whole time, me, Megan and Hat were always doing stuff. Like I feel like we had the money, like we had the extra time where we didn't need to be like constantly writing and doing stuff, but we actually did a lot more stuff in first and second year, so we didn't. I find it more lonely maybe now, but then I feel like I'm so busy doing stuff I don't even have the time to be
I'd love if we could keep doing stuff like we did first year,
just
like,
haven't got the money. That's another thing about third year. I feel like it's financially more
draining
than first and second year, because you're like, rent is just draining my bank account,
which is quite nice when you've got your jobs.
I suppose
that is true.
With me and Beth commuting as well, it does work out cheaper for us to commute than to pay rent, because obviously we don't have to pay anything for the weeks we're not here, like you lot do.
Yeah, exactly.
Christmas I've added up like all my taxi fares, train fares and everything, and weekly it works out less. And I get, for some reason I get more of my student loan, so to spend on stuff that I need,
even like food.
Even food, because I'm on a bit of a diet at the moment, so my mum's forcing me to buy all my food myself. So I've got money to spend on food if I need a new pair of jeans, if mine have got a hole in, if I need a new pair of shoes. Like, it's quite nice.
Yeah, and I literally don't.
Yeah, and I just had a slice of bread for dinner the other night from the freezer. Like, I had to toast a frozen bit of bread, and just one. No soup, just the piece of bread.
Like, I did a food shop the other week and spent like, I think it was like nearly 30 quid, and I was like, okay, good, that might be able to last me near to Christmas. I won't have to do another big shop, and it's gone. Like, I've got barely anything left, and I've got no money.
Like, no, I don't miss.
That's like another thing about juggling stuff, is like, in the back of my mind, I've got no food at home.
And
I've got no money to get food.
I feel, for me personally this year, it is a day out. Uni literally is a day out. Like I say, I go home, my washing's done for me, my food's cooked,
so
and then
nice.
for you guys, as I remember feeling last year, going back to the house and being like
sticking a pizza in the oven,
and like sitting in my pajamas all night, like crying.
And when you
have
had
home.
like a really busy day and you come home and there's like shit everywhere, like it's all messy, and you're like, oh, I can't be bothered to do that now. Like, it's horrible.
It's quite draining. I think as well, when it gets towards the end of the semester, it's difficult to.
I feel like your motivation goes.
Be positive.
You just
It's because everybody's sort of in Christmas mode, I think.
I'm already in Christmas mode. I feel like I've finished for Christmas, and it's like I have 4 weeks left. Pull yourself together.
I don't even feel like I'm in Christmas mode. I just feel like I'm
bored.
And I'm just really
waiting
not happy
for something
here. Like, I just want to go get out of fucking Lincoln.
When
I think you get bored of being in the same routine, don't you? And you literally never have a break from it, whereas our break is going home and then coming back the next day.
Like my routine is no routine, which I hate. Like, it's literally, oh god, it's making me feel ill.
Even when I went home,
I'm actually very concerned about you.
But I went home for like 5 days, and it just felt so nice. Like, I felt Christmassy. I was sort of in a routine, and then as soon as I came back, I felt refreshed. But then I just got back into this weird no routine. It just now I just want to go home again.
When I used to drive back on a Monday morning, I used to just sit in the car and cry because I didn't want to go to uni. It's so sad.
Someone get out a tiny violin.
I know.
I actually, like, because I didn't have uni Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I had a lecture, today's Thursday, and I had a lecture this morning, and I actually was kind of looking forward to leaving the house and going to the lecture. Like, I was like, it's good because it's going to get me out of the house, and I'm going to be like, I knew today I was doing stuff, so it felt good.
Even though it's a busy day, when you get home, you feel so much just nicer.
Yeah, like I feel
knowing you've
like
done
I'm not
going to
get home till like 5, and it's gonna feel like an accomplishment.
Yeah, definitely.
I know I'm like that because sometimes we're only in uni for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like I've not done anything with the day. I've driven an hour to come here.
But you've been out the house for like 6
hours, but I've only been in uni for 2.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So should we move on to maybe like balancing time with like loved ones, like family, friends, and like a relationship?
Yeah. Someone's commented on the Instagram and put advice for balancing uni work and still seeing someone, but also having to balance their work as well. So does anyone have any advice for that?
Well, I ain't got a boyfriend, so
yeah, no, but like family as well and stuff, I guess, because I always feel like I neglect my family more than I should, but just because I'm so busy doing uni work, and I find it hard to tell them that I've got so much work to do, because I don't think they understand it, because none of them have been to uni, and I don't think they understand that in my head it's just constant essays, like doing all this stuff.
I recently had an argument with my dad over the phone, not a serious one. So at home I live with my mum and not my dad, and he just rang up and was like, oh, so when you coming home for Christmas, blah blah, talking about it, and he was like, do try and come and like see me more at Christmas. And I just got annoyed. I was like, I'm at home doing work. I'm not like just not coming to see you. Like, they don't understand. I was like, I can't just drop everything. Like, obviously I do see him a lot, but like, you know, he didn't understand that when I'm at home, I'm not just chilling at home with the other side of my family. I'm like actually doing work and stuff, and it's just hard to get that balance, because like, obviously it's just
I suppose that's difficult if your parents aren't together. Like it's hard to obviously balance your time between both of them, because it is like having 2 separate families at the same time.
It is hard, because I can see mum and do work at home and chill, like if I need to, but then seeing dad takes a whole day out of a whole day of work out.
I suppose I've never really thought about that, because I'm not in that situation. Like I live with both my parents, so when I'm at home, I see everyone at the same time.
Like,
but now thinking about it, that sounds like it could be difficult.
And like, if I'm say in summer as well, like if I've gone a week without seeing dad, I feel so guilty. And also I want to see him as well, but it's just like life
gets in the way.
And like days go so fast, and if I have got stuff planned, like I haven't got time, and then I just feel so bad. But I feel like they don't understand the workload either. Like I was like, I'm not just at home chilling and not coming to see you. I'm literally so busy. Like I'd love to just pop over like when I can.
I was going to say, in regards to the actual seeing someone, I wouldn't be like the best person to ask, because I've been in like a long-term relationship, and I feel like we're both comfortable, so we'll as long as we've planned to see each other like once a month at least, it's fine with me, because we're both doing our own thing, we're both trying to work on our careers, and we're both happy with that, so it kind of works for us.
I feel like,
but seeing someone, I guess, is a different story, because you're
not together.
You're having to like make that extra time to try and get to know someone as well as doing all your work, so I guess it is a bit difficult.
If you're at the same uni though, you could make kind of like a study date, so set a time to go to the library and then do your work, and then maybe go out for tea after or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I guess just planning your work so you make time to do your work and then see each other. But
it's just it's about planning and stuff, isn't
and
it?
Prioritising what you personally want to. Like if you put uni before everything else, fair enough. If you put like your family before anyone else, fair enough. Like it's just it's all personal, I guess.
Yeah, that's where you need to find the balance though between uni and family and friends.
But you, Beth, you started seeing your boyfriend
in my beginning of second year.
So
I think
was that difficult or not?
This is gonna sound so like so stupid, but as soon as I like got with my boyfriend, I was going home all the time. Like in first year I never really went home on a weekend, but then obviously as soon as I got my boyfriend, he was at home, so it was like I wanted to obviously go spend time with him, and I knew it was going to be hard being at uni, but I think I did my work during the week, and then I could go home on a weekend and just kind of like switch off for a bit, like say good, like just relax and know I've done my work. And then I genuinely think the run up to Christmas is the hardest time, because you have so many deadlines, and it is finding the balance between like, but like I don't know about you, because you obviously have a boyfriend now, but I'll sit at home now and do work, and like Ben will be on his Xbox or whatever, like and that's fine. Like we're both happy just kind of cracking on doing that.
I mean, I've been with Dom since we got together August before moving to uni in first year, so we've been together for like the whole time I've been at uni, and it was hard in my first year because I did go home every weekend, but that was kind of, I knew I was going to do that anyway. Like I thought, I'm a really like homey person. I don't want to be away from my family for more than like 5 days at a time. But obviously having him there was an extra reason to go home.
That was like me.
but then obviously in second year I was going home more. And now, we're like you say, we're at that comfortable point where I do see him every night now. But I can sit and do my work while he's preoccupied doing something else, and it's quite a nice. Because if I say to him, "Look, I need to sit down, I need to do this," he's not gonna annoy me. Like we're quite. I don't know. It's like, and sometimes I'll say to him, "Do you know what? I can't really see you tonight," and it's not. It doesn't cause an argument. Like I think if you're with someone and they don't go to uni but you do, they kind of understand. Like it is a big thing.
I'm the opposite. I don't think. But I know, because none of Ben's friends went to uni. I don't know if Don's did, but so he has no idea how hard it is actually being at uni. And I used to ring him like last year when I was living here and cry, and he'd be like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, "I'm homesick. Like I want to come home. It's so hard." And he's like, "You're only at uni," and I'm like, "Yeah, but
that must be so frustrating.
So hard. It's so hard explaining to someone who doesn't.
Someone outside the bubble.
Yeah, someone who's not in the bubble.
Like, was he still living at home?
Yeah, he works at home.
Yeah,
but
like that's like a comfort. He's in his comfort zone.
I think it's like
really out of your comfort zone.
For people from my area, no one goes to uni, so that's like the norm for people to stay at home and work. Whereas like all my friends at home, none of them go to uni except me, and they're like.
As I say, a lot of people then see on social media everyone partying and like having the best time.
I hate that.
They just believe that that's amazing. That's uni lifestyle. Everyone's going out every night and it's great. We're all living the best life.
Not.
And like you've got free money and like you're just
you're never gonna pay student loan back.
Like it's actually really, really tough.
Oh my god! Wait, sorry. I just need to. Has anyone seen that tweet this morning? And it's like, I'm failing uni, struggling to hold relationships, and in mountains of debt. But Twitter has me believing I've got everything in order because I have registered to vote and I have £1 in a help.
It's stuff like that. Sometimes social media makes me go, "Oh, thank God!"
Like, you're not the only one that feels like that.
Then also social media makes me feel like shit sometimes. If like people are like posting, I just spent 8 hours in the library reading 150 books, and I'm like.
Meanwhile, I've been sat watching Netflix all day.
Yeah.
Someone else has commented asking how to manage workload without burning out and having a breakdown, plus how not to feel guilty when having downtime. So
I saw this one and I was like, I don't know, because that's what I do.
Going back to that list thing, like if you want to make a list, make a list. If you want to set yourself goals in the day, set yourself goals in the day. If you want to do everything last minute, do it. Because it all works out in the end. You're not dead. Just enjoy yourself.
As long as you're not dead.
As long as you're not dead, you are thriving.
Please just don't stress yourself out.
That is the title. As long as you're not dead, you're thriving.
Yes.
And do you know what? I feel like it sounds kind of harsh, but can you just get on with it?
I always think, this is going to sound so morbid, but I always think there's someone in a worse position than me. Like, I'm sat here crying because I can't do my degree, and I'm like, I'm so lucky to actually be going to uni.
And have a house. I'm clothed.
It's like, I have makeup on.
And just like, what was I going to say? Instead of worrying about burning out, like, just don't, like, if you burn out, you burn out. Like, if it's gonna happen,
it's inevitable. I think.
Like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If you're in third year, it's gonna happen. Like,
I'm waiting for the burnout. I'm literally like,
I'm there. I think. I think I'm almost there.
Do you know what I actually swear by? Have a warm bath with some bubble bath in it. You can't.
I just don't find that relaxing. Really? I'm just like, my temperature's just going up, and I'm just like,
I honestly love a bath.
No, can't relate.
Like, sorry, go on.
I think most of the time as well, you're stressing yourself out.
Like
most
thinking,
of
oh my god, am I gonna burn out?
Exactly. Like you need to really like think like it's okay. Like I am not dead. Like
I'm thriving.
It's okay.
I feel like the more time.
I'm 30, flirty, and thriving. I'm 20, depressed,
not thriving.
I'm not dead.
I feel like the more time.
That is literally.
You just sounded like Siri or something.
The more time you sit and think, oh, I'm so stressed out. Oh my god, like
do it.
You're gonna be stressing yourself out even more. Like I'm stressed. I cry all the time. Uni's hard, but please it's not the end of the world.
Just crack on. It's 3 years of your life.
You need to put yourself in a positive mood.
We're acting like weird.
I'm acting like I'm this great person.
Sound like my fucking mum. Crack on with it. Just get on with it.
You'll be gone soon.
I'm trying to like find the perfect balance of telling my awful experiences and then also trying to motivate someone else to do better. Like,
that is literally so.
Literally on the way here, I said to Charlotte, I was like, I just don't know the answers to these questions.
I said to Lizzie, I literally said that to you. I was like, I don't know who told anyone anyone that I'm the right person to be
I
giving
think
advice.
we need to make that clear. We're going to give advice, but we're in the same situation as you. Like, I'm worried about burning out. I'm worried about managing my workload. I'm worried about managing like relationships and stuff. Like,
I
it's
can't
just
do all those
normal. Like, if
things.
you're 20, 21, 19, like that's really normal.
All the problems you're sending in, I'm experiencing right now.
I'm giving out all this advice that I can't take myself.
Yeah,
like the stuff I'm saying, I'm like, oh, I wish that I was actually doing that.
Yeah.
I wish I was just chilling out a bit, but it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Except not in the hot bath.
Does anyone have any advice for balancing uni life with friendships? I know we spoke about relationships, but I think like friendships are very different.
Especially ones like back home.
Yeah.
I don't have any because lol.
Same. Me neither. Hashtag no friends.
I mean, I've got friends that, like, one friend is on her year. Yeah, literally. One's like on a year abroad, so she's like, I haven't seen her like for ages. Yeah. So that's like tough because you miss them, and sometimes it's really refreshing to go and spend time with a friend that you haven't seen for ages.
Yeah, I guess you have to talk about as well,
because they're like not. Like, you just get distracted talking about, like, we were on FaceTime the other night and we were just talking for hours because we just had loads to catch up on, and it was really nice and just felt really, like, especially when they're from home, you're kind of just like, oh, that's so nice, like, because we went to school together and stuff, so it's just like.
So would you say it's better to have kind of distance between you, so then you can have things to talk about?
Distance is good.
Yeah.
That's why I like my boyfriend as well.
That's why I like my boyfriend.
Like, he's away for a bit, you know.
You're okay. You can stay.
Yeah, like I don't think I would say like deliberately stop yourself from going to see your friends. Like, but like it just happens that I can't afford to go and get the train up to Manchester or fly to Seville for like I can't afford it, so we have to not see each other for ages.
I think FaceTime's a wonderful thing, especially because my best friend, we've been best friends since we were literally like 3 years old in nursery, and we will never not be friends. I feel like when you've got that kind of person in your life, who she also goes to uni, so she gets what I'm going through and I get what she's going through. Yeah. She is so busy. She makes colour-coded timetables of what she's doing.
Oh
she's
my
the
Christ.
most organised person in the whole wide world, and I'm so jealous of her because I wish I was, but I'm not. But I think that's kind of why we say like.
Yeah, you were.
Different, but we work. But we stay in touch, we text all the time. We've got a group chat. I've got another friend from home as well, and we're like besties. Yeah. Just stay in touch. Group chats are great. Yeah.
Just like sending memes to each other.
When you're at home, ask them, are you free? Do you want to go
I think
to the
making
cinema?
plans, and then you know you have a date to like see them and look forward to it.
And also, so my one best friend from home as well is also my cousin. Yeah. So obviously we've been best friends since birth. But it's so nice seeing her because we both go to uni, so we understand it, but there's so much else we talk about. We rarely talk about uni. It's so refreshing. So like when I went home the other weekend, she was also there, so we just went out for like a drive and got McDonald's and stuff. And it was
I love a drive.
I love a drive.
That's all I do at home because there's nothing to do. We just go out for a drive.
Yeah, it's my favourite thing.
No, I did love a drive before I started paying for my petrol to come to uni, and now I'm like, okay, no driving ever except for when I drive to uni.
That's actually our favourite thing to do when I'm home though, just go for a drive.
Yeah, and then I've got friends that like I don't like speak to for ages, and then I'll just message them like, oh, how are you doing, and then we'll just have a catch up like the other night, and I did that, and it's just I was just like, oh, when are you home for Christmas, like we should do something, and then you're like, yeah, sure, and then we know that we'll see each other at Christmas.
It's also sort of nice actually missing someone. So like I'll obviously really look forward to going home and seeing my cousin, and then I'll be really happy. And even like with us guys in summer, we were like, I can't wait to get back to uni because then we'll all be together again. Like it is nice having some time.
Especially because if you're at uni, or if you're like say you're on about friends from school or from home, you're on top of each other when you're at secondary school all the time. Like you probably bicker a lot more than back then than you do now. Like I feel like if you have time away from someone, and it's just you appreciate it so much more when you see them. It just feels nicer.
I was going to say, top tip, if you're in first or second year, or you've got like another year of uni to go, make friends with someone in the year above, because if Amy's listening, one of my friends, Amy, who came here last year and graduated, she is the most chilled out person. I literally love like having her as a friend, because she just makes me feel so much more calm about everything at uni, and like having someone who is now outside in the real world, doing real life things and having a real life job, she just makes me feel so much more comfortable. She was like, honestly, I wish I was back at uni. It's amazing. Like just and just sort of like reassuring and comforting me that this is fine. Like how I'm doing and stuff, and how she was going through the same thing. So top tip, befriend people in the year above. I really think it's a good thing.
I feel like low maintenance friends are great. Like you're still best friends, but you don't need to necessarily FaceTime every single minute of every single day.
I think friendships like that aren't real. Like if you need to FaceTime 2 or 3 times a day, that's ridiculous.
Like we're all adults now, aren't we?
We don't need to be telling each other like what we've been doing every single day.
Like what have you had for tea?
Yeah, that's boring. Like I have friends from school that I don't speak to for like months, and then we'll randomly like send a meme to each other, or randomly like they'll post a funny Snapchat story, and I'll be like, lol, like whatever, and it's just like nice. Like you don't need to be like.
There's no pressure.
Like
obviously, it doesn't mean never speak to your friends ever again.
Yeah, just what works for you.
But like Maddie and me won't text for ages. That's my cousin. Won't text for ages, and then she'll just pop up with a random sentence. You know, it's not like, oh hi, we haven't spoken in ages. It's just like straight into conversation. Like there's no need for like,
hey bitch, how you doing?
There's no need for like,
bullshit.
Hi, so how have you been? Yeah, no need for that bullshit.
Yeah, no,
which is so nice.
I think it's just recognising that you don't need to be on top of each other all the time. Like it's normal to have time apart.
Yeah, as adults, like you're gonna
hard to
have different lives.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You can't feel bad about it either, because you know, lives are hard. Like you don't need to have to
especially
be
when
like,
we go
oh
and
my
get a
God.
real job as well. Like when we're like constantly do shit. Like, you know.
That really scared me.
Real job scares me.
Yeah. But then that's going to be even harder to balance, I think, than what we've got now. So I feel like we should definitely appreciate what we've got, I guess, whilst we're all.
Because we're 9 till 5, then knackered and fall asleep, then 9 till 5 knackered, fall
don't.
asleep.
Stop. This is why we need to enjoy uni.
This is why I'm going to go travelling.
Whereas now it's like 1 a.m. to 11 a.m. sleeping.
And then knackered the rest of the day as well.
And then knackered.
Oh my God.
Christ.
I really want to talk about I'm a Celeb.
Yeah.
Oh, are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
We're 36 minutes in.
Oh.
Ooh, I was just going to mention something quick about Grace Fit.
Oh yes, because
we were talking about, me and Charlotte were talking about like what we were going to talk about today, and I was saying, then we started talking about Grace because she's literally managing so much stuff.
How did she?
Multi-millionaire businesses.
And she did that at uni. And meanwhile, I can't carry like 2 essays without having a breakdown.
Exactly. Like
Did she
I think
do decent in a degree?
She got 2. She got 2.
I can't remember.
I watched the video where she.
She's superhuman.
How do you do that?
Like right now, she is renovating her house, like completely gutting it.
She's got a mortgage.
She's got 2 businesses, a puppy, a boyfriend, and she's just graduated.
How? From Oxford. How?
So like I think like I was like she's really inspiring.
Like, I want to be Grace.
She's inspiring, but do you know what? If you're not like her, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Very true.
Oh no, for sure.
I would love
like,
to be like her.
It's like a nice motivating, I think, because she's not shoving it down your
No,
throat that she's got these like businesses.
And she really works
done
hard.
She's such a queen.
It just shows that if you really put your mind to it, you can do it if you really want to.
And some people need to have that, like always be busy, like they prefer that.
Yeah,
whereas I need my downtime.
Also, she's not even called Grace Fit anymore. She's Grace
I know.
Beverly.
I just can't call her.
I know.
Grace
I always
Beverly.
call her Grace Fit.
Yeah.
Imagine if she listens to this and she's like, "Oh my God,
Hey Grace, baby girl.
Hey Grace,
She liked my tweet the other day. Lol.
Can you come to the University of Lincoln? Thank you.
Get on the podcast.
My arms are killing from the app. Lol.
I'm getting it on Friday. Hashtag Black Friday.
Hi girls.
But yeah, I was just thinking about how
If she ever does.
I think like if you follow people like that on social media, it's quite inspiring. Like it makes you think, oh, I can do this essay. Like
I agree.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You just can. You can do it.
You can do it. We're all
do
Grace
anything
Fit
you
in
want.
our own way.
In our own way.
Just honestly.
Grace Beverly.
Oh, we're all Grace Bev in our own way.
Okay, I was going to say the last thing in terms of like balancing is like your own personal downtime and like how you find it. Do you find it easy to embed that into your routine? Because I don't.
No.
Too easy.
Too easy.
I think it's necessary though. Like I need downtime.
There was a question, wasn't there, about not feeling guilty? I never don't feel guilty.
Yeah,
like
it's really hard.
I'm the opposite. I
don't know if it's because we live at
home.
home and it's like we literally don't go to
I
uni.
think so,
That's the only
because
reason.
if I'm at home, like if I go home for the weekend, I won't feel guilty.
Yeah.
But then I
same,
guess
I'd
maybe
be
that's
staying
because
home.
I'm like going home to see my family kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was living at home, I would still feel guilty. I don't know, but
I know that like for my mental health, I need to have downtime.
Yeah.
Also,
oh yeah, for sure. Like everyone
I
does,
don't
don't
think
they?
you should. I mean, I know some people it doesn't work like that, but I don't think you should ever feel guilt for taking a break. Because if you need a break, you need a break. Like it's not really something that you can.
Yeah.
Like if you need a break, have one. Like
don't feel guilty
Don't
for
feel guilty.
looking after yourself. Don't
exactly.
burn yourself.
I'm on a break.
24/7.
6 out of 7 days of the week. Like I cram everything into about half an hour of one day.
Half an hour of one day.
Half an hour out of the whole
23 and a half other hours. I'm watching Netflix.
Chilling, I'm sleeping.
I friggin' love Sims 4.
Oh my god, same.
University. I'm getting it soon.
I've got it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Catch up.
Actually, I've just got paid today, so I might buy it.
Oh, I want to be paid.
Thank you, Schmorin Wayne.
Oh god. Imagine you get sued.
Oh my
god.
I never said anything. It's a really good company. I love my job.
Good.
What were we
That's
talking
good to
about?
know.
Oh, not feeling guilty.
Yeah.
I just
yes.
think like you either some people will, some people won't. Like you just need to try and teach yourself out of it. But
Yeah.
like
I think
the only time I don't feel guilty is this links quite well to what we'll talk about. But when
I was like, who?
it links quite well to what we want to talk about because I find it sounds silly, but when stuff like Love Island is on, I'm a Celeb is on,
Yeah.
I find that.
an hour in the day.
Yeah, I know I'm not going to be doing work then, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it because it's 9 o'clock in the evening.
Switch
Like,
off. Yeah.
I find that's quite nice.
That's something that definitely helps
Yeah.
me because I always struggle like chilling out because
Yeah.
when I chill out I overthink, and that's why I keep
Yeah.
myself busy like personally, because I know now that if I do have like a relaxing couple of hours before bed I will just be like shit, I haven't done anything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I try and I'm always like editing in my downtime, I guess, which makes me feel more calm, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like that's quite a relaxing thing to do, isn't it? Like you wouldn't be. I don't know, but
It's like still a satisfying thing because
Yeah.
you've got a finished product at the
satisfying,
end.
but
Yeah,
not.
you're still
what
getting
I'm
stuff
doing, so
done.
it's not like it's not strenuous on me anymore. Like, because I'm just literally just like
Yeah, but like, yeah, and you wouldn't be doing like statistics in bed at 10 p.m. Like that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I'm the opposite though. I think when I'm doing work, I get more stressed, and then I have a break, and I just feel so much calmer.
yeah, see, I'm different.
Yeah.
If I go a day, like that's what I was talking about when I'm not at uni. If I get to the end of the day and I've not done anything, I feel awful and I feel really stressed out. But if I've gone out and gone to the library and I come home, I'm like, wow, I feel really good.
Yeah.
Like work makes me feel really good.
It's nice that we're sharing all this though, because we're all very different people.
Yeah.
in a sense,
Yeah.
and I feel like
Definitely.
someone on the other end of this listening
Yeah, just
will be
making
like,
sure.
oh, at least I can really like.
Yeah, then you know you're not
relate to that.
alone. Like,
Just
Yeah.
because someone doesn't do it the way you do it doesn't mean it's wrong.
yeah, that is so true.
Yeah.
It's like which Bratz doll is your favourite? Like we're all relatable
Yeah.
to
Oh my god,
somebody
how many
somewhere.
brats were there? Was there 4?
Four.
Oh, that's annoying.
I think Chloe was one of them.
Me
Yeah,
and-
Yasmin.
Yasmin, Jade and Sasha.
Can I just, fun fact, me and Lizzie became obsessed with Bratz last year, and we literally used to sing the movie soundtrack in our living room all the
anybody
time.
seen the film?
film.
Yeah.
Gratitude to say that it's okay.
So if you're feeling stressed, just watch the Bratz movie.
Yeah, stick it on, it's on Netflix.
Is
I
it?
think so.
I actually last night was yesterday evening I was just like reading an essay that I'd written and trying to like make it better, and I put it sounds so cringe, but I put classical music on because I was like I need some noise, but I don't want noise.
Anything that's going to distract.
Like I didn't want like a YouTube video or like music that I frequently listen to.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I just put some classical music on, and it was
Yeah.
so relaxing. It was
Yeah.
really nice. Like I was listening to it for hours, just really quite quietly in the background as I was doing stuff, and that was really, it really de-stressed me because I was just like laying in bed doing it.
There we go. What
Go
should
on.
you say?
No, I was just laughing because I was just remembering the last time I like actually listened to classical music was when I was hungover. I had sunglasses on, sitting on our little kitchen counter, eating a KFC out of the box. With sunglasses on because I was so sensitive to like light.
Oh my
and I just had
Yeah.
classical music on the
I can
background.
picture you in a hoodie like Damien from Mean Girls.
Oh my god, she doesn't even go.
It was quite like that.
It was, yeah. We walked in and we were like, are you okay?
No, but yeah, I would recommend classical music actually. Like even if you're like walking, even if you're like
really
walking
I
around
don't think I
uni,
could
put it
listen
on
to
your
classical
headphones.
music.
I didn't think I could because I didn't. There was a playlist on Spotify called Study, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like maybe it wasn't. It was
It
just
doesn't have
study
to be
music.
classical, just like instrumental.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
It doesn't have to be like because sometimes classical can be quite intense.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing. I'm like,
Oh
you're
no,
doing
no,
your thing.
it's not got any voices. It's just instruments, and it's like sometimes classical can go like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Like
Can you just
it's
imagine
not
if
that.
you didn't know us and you were walking around listening to this podcast? You've got us singing Bratz and then
But it was just like, I can't even think about it, but it was just really like gentle melodies.
Yeah, there's so many study playlists on Spotify that are good.
It made me feel really chilled. And I had my lavender oil diffuser.
I'm obsessed with lavender. I put lavender in my bath. I put lavender spray on my pillow.
Yeah, it's like a little oil
lavender
drops that I put in this thing, and it diffuses into my room. And lavender's meant to relax you, so I was like,
honestly,
fucking hell! Like I put like 10 drops in.
bath,
I only went to do
2 drops in the whole bottle.
Yeah.
That made my pillow damp.
Does it actually work?
Yeah,
really
it
bad
relaxes you.
smell.
I did feel really relaxed yesterday, actually.
I can't relate.
Smells just freak me out. Like I can't do candles.
Sometimes it gives me a headache.
Oh yeah, I
into,
get
like,
migraines
like
from smells.
when you walk into like a card shop and there's just candles out of it.
Like Lush.
Christmas markets sometimes make me a bit ill.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not very good with smells,
It's
but
too
when
much.
it's like what are they called? Essential oils. They're really nice.
Smells.
Even worse with I love smelling. That's such a random thing to love.
No, I don't like.
My favourite is
smelling is
sight.
not a hobby of mine.
That's like a weird fetish.
No, it's not. I just like. I love lavender. I love the smell of lavender.
What's
Yeah,
your
yeah.
favourite smell?
I'll probably have to go with lavender. Oh, I love the smell of Christmas. You know,
I like
Christmas,
yes,
Christmas
yes.
cookie Yankee candle. That is absolutely
Yeah.
Yes, I've
but
had
I feel like
that.
it's been overdone now. I've smelled it too much.
I love a single
Like every
smell.
year it's Christmas cookie.
Right, we were meant to be talking about I'm a Celebrity.
One of my favourite smells is KFC chicken.
You know they do a candle. I've seen it on Facebook.
No way.
A KFC chicken candle. Ew.
I like
Your
food
whole house
smells.
would be smelling like
What the hell
KFC.
is going on?
Too many smells give me a headache.
No, I know what
if
you
it's
mean.
one smell,
That's a
I'm
very
smelling it from
normal-
a candle,
yeah.
I'm like, yummy.
Yeah.
But if it's anything else, then no.
I like peppermint.
Oh, I
smell.
love peppermint. Do you know what I love? I love the smell of a new car.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Books.
Can't
Actually,
relate.
Oh,
So my dad recently got a new car air freshener for the
I
car.
don't feel like everyone just appreciated
And it was-
what
What did you say?
I love my books. It turns me on.
Weird.
I've got a Kindle.
Yeah, I've got a Kindle.
No,
Hashtag
not
save the
really. I
planet.
haven't really.
I actually do have
Tory.
I don't have a Kindle. I don't read books.
I actually do. On holiday I read books.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I should read. That might be my New Year's res.
Right, we need to do a podcast on New Year's resolution.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Right, we've gone so off topic.
That's a good idea.
Someone bring us back.
Right, Charlotte, bring us back.
I think, someone asked us small things we can do, just in general, it doesn't have to be at uni, but small things that we personally do to help with self-care and de-stressing.
Stick an episode of Glee on.
We kind of were just talking about
Nice
it.
and lovely.
I was
Like,
thinking maybe if we could all pick
Specific
one thing you
classical
do.
music.
Everyone just go round and say one
One thing.
thing.
Anyone take
Is it for self-care?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, I love reading, so
Mm-hmm.
I read books.
Amazing.
I would say at the moment, like currently, I'm listening to classical music to help myself.
Mine sounds really cliche. I literally hate what I'm about to say, but if I properly do my skincare before bed, I'm so relaxed. If I like do a deep cleanse, have a mask on, tone, serum, oil, moisturize,
need to
literally
treat myself
everything,
to a
then I'm
serum.
sorted.
That
Yeah.
turned me on.
Yeah.
That was stunning.
Oh, the way you presented that. Beautiful. I might have to go with a bath. I love a bath.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Okay, go on, Lizzie.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I'm constantly self-caring for myself.
A little too much.
I'm a sucker for an online shop.
I was thinking of that this morning because I was sad this
If I
morning.
feel a bit upset, I'm buying the dress and I'm buying the shoes and the matching handbag.
On Klarna, do it on Klarna.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Buy now, pay later. I'm in so much
by-
debt.
Sponsored by
Today's
Klarna.
episode.
Oh god.
I wish.
Okay.
Right, should we go on to a little bit of a light-hearted topic like I'm a
I
celeb?
feel like talking about the smells we love was a bit too light. Yeah, I'm a celeb. Get everyone.
Welcome back to I'm a Celeb.
Wait, when Caitlyn Jenner goes, "How are you, lads?" Yeah, I was like Scottish.
I don't know.
Where are you from?
From Glasgow. Oh my god, I'm gonna get done for like taking
Oh
the
god,
makeup off.
racist.
No, that's fine.
I love
fine.
Caitlyn Jenner. She's actually a
Caitlyn is
queen.
smashing it.
Yeah, I'm really
She's
happy that
coming
she's
across
the
really well.
She is
leader.
coming across
Yeah.
really well. I don't like Ian and Andrew's beef. Is very weird. Ian's
Oh,
so
right.
sensitive.
Right, I've
Here
got
we go.
a little topic to talk. So, I watched Loose Women yesterday,
I love loose women.
and they discussed something that we had it was when me, Meg, and Hat were watching it. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we were watching it in the lounge, and it's sort of ground our gears a little bit. It was when James whacked all the women to the top of that fucking list.
Yeah.
And was like, "Oh, you're just the weak agenda, so let's put you at the top."
Yeah, and then he was like, "That's just the way I've been brought up."
Yeah, especially because they said like, "We don't want that."
I get it was fair. I get that it came from a good place. Like he wasn't being a prick, but also you are a bit of a prick.
Yeah, I think, and he was.
I like him, but I feel like some of the stuff he's done that, and then hasn't he done something else?
I dislike him. I think he's coming across as really
overpowering.
He thinks he's the alpha male.
Yeah,
he's very controlling of what everyone else does. But I think he's trying to be nice about it, but manipulative at the same time.
I was going to say that, like, he's really thinking about what he's doing and how he's coming across.
I think he knows he's coming across.
Just be yourself, mate. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. Literally, think about Richard and Judy, mate.
Oh, Richard and Judy.
They're your friggin' in-laws, right?
I love
really?
His wife is that Chloe Madeley.
I don't know.
Oh, I've no idea.
Wait,
Richard and Judy's daughter.
Mad.
He's married.
Why is Richard Madeley all over everywhere?
Yeah, they do have kids, don't
they are TV legends.
That's
and
why
you're
Richard
really bringing down their rep.
That's why Richard was
well, they're not, because I had no idea that there was a link there.
Everybody was looking at me like, what?
Yeah.
Richard
I
and
actually
Judy.
did wonder why Richard was on Extra Camp the other day.
Oh, weird.
But I get it now.
That makes sense. Yeah, he was, wasn't he? And we were like, what's he doing?
Yeah, no, I was like, it was on in the background. I was like, that's Richard off Richard and Judy. What is he?
Off Richard and
But yeah, James said,
that's Richard from Richard and Judy.
Can I just say, I think Judy's punching.
Punching Judy!
Fuck's sake. All these the evils then.
lol. I got annoyed when James was like, I just feel more comfortable when the women are above us.
It's I was saying as well, it's fine if it was your dad or your brother who's like, no, you go first.
Yeah.
But not
even then I'd be like, fuck off.
I think,
do you know
well,
what?
No,
I just was like, why do I need a roast dinner more than you?
Yeah.
I would literally just keep swapping it. I'd be like a
literally,
prick.
And
Like
I
Kate,
said, put names out of a hat.
Yeah.
Easy.
like Kate said, well, I don't want to. I want to put you up here, and he was like, I'm an adult. I can choose where I want to go. As if she wasn't an adult. She
Yeah.
went, I'm an adult too.
And then they did it
Galloway.
like,
Love
Also
her.
TV legend.
Love her.
she's kind of annoying me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love her.
Yeah, but Kate, journalism legend. You know,
I think
she's
most
got a
I
special
TV
don't like
presenters
rock.
annoy me.
She's our ancestor.
answers. I'm related to Kate Galloway.
I'm Kate.
We just think she's a bit of a bystander to Piers Morgan's
Uh,
shite.
Very
Yeah.
true. Very true. I
And a
don't like.
bystander is
Can
the
I get
same
people's
as an
opinion?
offender. If you're standing by and watching things happen, you're the same as the offender.
Wait, there's
In
a
my
study
opinion-
on that. The
Yeah,
bystander
there is.
effect.
There is.
What's that?
You
I
do
don't know,
psychology,
it's
don't
supposed to
you?
do psychology, I don't fucking know anything.
Can I get people's opinions on Adele, please? I'm curious.
I don't like her.
I honestly thought you meant Adele, the singer.
Yeah, me
Love
too.
her. Hello.
Love her.
I don't know why she annoys me, but she really does.
In Adele.
Yeah, sorry, Adele, I'm a celeb.
I'm a celeb Adele.
Adele brackets I'm a
Why
celeb.
was she at the top of the roast dinner list? I don't know.
Yeah.
And she was
What
happy
about
with that.
Caitlyn Jenner? She's 70
70-year-old woman who's been doing bear around camp.
Yeah, she's doing, but she's carrying the weight of the camp on her back, and she's not even fucking. At
That
the
was
top of
weird
the
that
list.
she wasn't at the top.
Yeah.
And Adele was.
Just why?
I'm really. Why have we suddenly all gone really? Crazy?
I'm raging.
But yeah,
I'm absolutely
when
raging.
I
also
was really fuming.
I'm
remember
flying
when
over sort of
Adele
shit,
said that Roman was being
Prejudice.
Yeah, what was that about?
What was
that was completely in the wrong
Jane
context.
McDonald?
When she got, she was like, it's just like me bringing a picture of RuPaul in here. I was like, Jane McDonald and RuPaul are very different people.
Sorry, but
And also still not
weird.
prejudiced.
how can she not expect people to like have a bit of a laugh at the fact she's got a picture of Jane
Yeah.
McDonald?
As her luxury
Like,
item or
do you-
whatever.
Do you
What
know
do
what?
mean?
Why didn't you bring in
Bring a
like a
pillow.
nice soap? Or
I think she was expecting people to
A
like, laugh
Polaroid
with
camera
her.
like Miles did, stunning idea. But
Yeah,
no, a
that's
picture of
amazing.
Jane McDonald.
Like Roman
What does
literally
Jane
said.
McDonald think of this?
I mean, do you know what? Fair play to her. Amazing. Loose woman panelist. We love her.
Yeah.
But still, what?
Yeah, it's
What
not
do you
weird.
mean?
Weird.
And like Roman just said, that's so random.
Yeah.
Which it is.
It reminded
And I
me.
was
Has anyone
prejudiced.
seen Jimmy, Private School
Oh my-
Girl? She
yes.
goes,
Yeah.
That's
I've
so
seen
random.
clips of it.
That's a hill.
So funny.
Can't believe I just did that. That's so random.
I just
So
did that.
random.
So random. It's like Kwame.
It
That's
was
so
happening.
quiche.
It's so quiche.
I love the Australian accent.
What's happening on I'm a Celeb tonight? Oh, they're doing those weird.
Oh, it's been cursed. The jungle has been cursed.
Oh, yeah.
The jungle has been cursed. That's a new one.
Yeah.
I just think they're really scraping the
I think
barrel.
it's so shit. It's good. It's like we know what's gonna happen, but I can't
like,
stop watching it.
Can't wait for celebrities.
The trials have been
I'm
pretty
waiting
whack.
for the spy. You know when they like take.
Yeah.
it out
I
the
love
window,
that.
like, inside the tree, there's like a little walkie-talkie there.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
love that. It's like Kim Kardashian coming around the bush. Like.
Because it's only on for another like 2 weeks.
When did this? Is the vote people out next week? I feel like.
I've got something.
I feel like on
No, I was
Sunday.
saying I didn't know people could hear me.
I feel like on Sunday it'll be the first. vote.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I was
I'm
going
not
to
sure.
say, I
No
didn't get
idea.
why they had their their letters so early. I was
No,
literally
no.
like cringing so much when they were
Yeah,
crying.
and Kirkhoff Corey's sat there crying his eyes out.
And it's
just
like,
got
fair
it.
enough if you want to cry. Like, I've not been in that situation, so I don't actually know how I'd
Uni
feel.
is that situation.
However, I can go like 5-6 weeks without seeing my mum, and like I would not cry. Like I wouldn't cry about
That
it.
could
But I
never
guess it's
be
different
me.
because they
Oh,
actually
I
aren't
would.
talking to
Yeah.
them.
I guess so. Yeah.
suppose.
I
But I
guess.
was saying, like, but by the time they got the letters, they'd been on TV for less time than they'd go on a holiday.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
that's
7
it.
days.
And I was
Yeah.
like, if
10
my
days.
mum
I don't know if it's 'cause you
decided
have
to send me
no
a letter on holiday, I'd be like,
contact.
Mum,
Oh,
I'm literally
imagine
coming
you
back.
get a letter while you're on holiday.
You have no contact though. Like literally, like, I think it's because we can text and FaceTime. They are literally in there.
But I think even if I didn't have contact with my mum for 7 to 10 days, which I haven't
7 to 10
before.
weeks.
Sorry,
like,
Charlotte's mum.
Why are you like? No, I love my mum. Like she knows I love her, but I just don't know why they were crying so much at
Yeah.
it. Like
No,
I'm
yeah,
not.
I don't.
I don't.
I
have a
suppose
problem
it's
with
quite an
crying.
emotional
Yeah,
experience.
maybe
Yeah.
because they're hungry.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
I cried like
don't know about
Yeah.
it.
day 2 of uni, and I
Yeah.
didn't see my mum yesterday.
To be
Yeah.
fair, I cried last night because I was starving.
I cried last night because I didn't want to come to uni.
And my dinner wasn't very nice, and I just went to bed and cried.
I cried last night because I was
I literally.
To be fair, you're in there like starving, drained.
Yeah.
Me.
And then uni
Surrounded
on
by
top of
people
that.
Surrounded by Ian fucking Wright, MBE.
Ian, right.
Ian, right.
That's so much. I'm like, drop it.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
funny. Stop.
It's not funny. Like the small man thing last year was quite funny.
Oh, I loved that. He's a very small man.
Just
very
small.
I think it's
man.
because it's Ian. It's like that's not funny.
Ian just
I
annoys
think it's
me.
really quite his behaviour's quite nasty. Like I
He's
don't.
spiteful.
He
I
just
don't-
snaps it.
Yeah, I don't think he really realizes how bad he comes across.
Who did he? Didn't he shout at someone for answering the phone or something? It was like, answer the phone. I was like,
Do you know what made me laugh? When they were doing the dingo dollar and Kate answered the phone and then put it
Oh,
down.
I know.
So funny.
I would do that.
She's like, oh my god, what do I do? What's Kiosk Kev gonna do? In
and they were like,
Kev.
I think it was Ian was like, oh, they're not going to ring back, are they?
yeah, that was it. He was like, they're
Did
not
he
gonna ring.
redial?
back. Yeah, he rang again. Kiosk Kev was on it.
Yeah, it was all fine, but everyone got so angry.
Crazy.
She hung up.
I would be the biggest bitch in there.
I would. I'd be
I
so
would be such a
moody. I think I'm bad at. Well, I was bad at.
Imagine
uni.
Just me and my hammock
Being
all
in the
day.
I'd be there,
jungle,
like, no.
being on your period, being
Yeah.
starving.
No
Oh,
makeup, no
and
bath,
you're all
no
greasy
nothing.
Shitting
and
into a
grim.
bucket.
Oh yeah.
Could never
That's
be
just
me.
Leeds Fest.
You literally-
I'd be fuming at people.
Yeah.
I'd be Ian.
I'm slagging him off, but I literally would be you.
I can understand a little bit, but it's no
Okay, Ian.
excuse.
Okay, babe.
Fair play.
It's no excuse, Ian.
What about who's everyone's favourite?
Roman.
Kate.
or
Oh,
Caitlin.
Roman.
He's delicious.
Oh,
Caitlin.
I love her.
Really?
I love
Yes.
him.
I didn't think so before, but now
I think now he's a bit more raggedy.
It's
He's a
his
bit more
eyes.
raggedy.
I
His
think he's
I
more
love it.
cute.
Eyes.
Like I look at him like, oh, you're so cute. I don't think, oh, you're smexy.
Well, I
He
don't know what you
is.
mean.
Now he's got stubble.
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
the stubble makes it more sexy.
Yeah, I
He was
agree.
a bit more like cute.
My
before.
favourite is Andy.
Oh, I love
I
Andy.
think he's
Oh,
hilarious.
Kirkhoff
Andy,
Corey.
Andy,
Corey.
Cliff.
Yeah,
I do
Andy's
love
quite
Cliff and his
good.
Christmas tree.
Oh,
Oh,
how
Cliff's
cute
quite
is
jokes,
that?
isn't he?
I think everybody's leaving them out, and it's making me upset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. They
I
were bottom
think-
of the roast dinner
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't get bloody roast dinner. And then Ian got a corn on cob.
I know. And the only
Where was
deduction
That
I
was
got
so annoying because if someone else would have got it, not Ian, he would have been like, "What the fuck?
Yeah, that's so.
That means you've got one less star."
I think Adele's gonna be the first to leave.
She's boring.
She's gonna be
Yeah.
gone.
And Nadine.
Or
really.
Miles, I
Oh,
forget
she's
about
quite
him.
good.
I feel like
Flyer. Flyer.
R's and
I love
R's.
baking.
I love Flyer.
flour.
I love it.
I think we've all gone delusional.
Yeah.
I'm British.
I'm really sick. Has anyone got any
so
deodorant?
hot.
Serious.
I can smell BO on myself.
I'm dripping. I'm
so
I'm
hot in this
I just
room.
feel sorry for whoever's in this
my
room.
back
after
is
all.
wet from the sweat. I'm not even joking. Right, okay, 58 minutes over an hour.
Oh god.
Right, should we
Should
wrap
wrap
it
that
up?
I feel like
think
everyone
so.
should just leave the episode with one sentence.
Okay.
So
About
it'd be
what?
like, Lizzie
Okay, just from maybe a little summary from the
just
episode.
a summary.
Something you want people to take away from this episode.
If you're not dead, you're thriving.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm just gonna say, anyone who's feeling a bit stressed, have a bath. Love from Beth.
Okay, I'm saying it's fine, we're all in this together. Don't panic if you're going through something. Love you. Bye. Charlotte.
Oh, I was going to say it's okay as long as you're not dead yet. Have a great day. Have a great life. Tune in next week from Lizzie.
Megan, over to you.
Dear listener.
I'm going to say, please, please, please don't vote Tory.
That's a good one.
By the way,
I'll just say, everyone's different. You're doing great. Have a great life.
everyone's different. Is anyone even still listening to this? Probably not. But if you have, I hope you've enjoyed. Over and out.